of the feed, so let's get into this tea. We about to get into, what is your name? Argue with your BD, not me. Okay. She is talking about the lawsuit with Ken from Dearra. Let's get it.
Between Dearra and Ken, and we never knew, but bitch, we know today. Y'all, I just sat through a 48-minute video on this girl's channel called Royalties World, where we went, I read, and she...
I appreciate you, for
read through the entire lawsuit that she filed against Ken on December 31st, 2024, last night. And baby, I took notes, and I'm finna sum it all up for you right here, baby. I have never read some tea so juicy, bitch. We know all the details, and I'm finna share it with you. Grab your drinks, grab your popcorn, sit down, because this is finna get good. This, when I tell you while I was watching this, I was like, mouth on the floor. Like, I cannot believe this. This video might be a little long, but trust me, it's worth it. If you a Bambino Kitten and Role Playing fan, baby, you're gonna love this. This lawsuit is public record, so if you want to go look it up for yourself, do so. But I have summed everything up right here. Let's get into it first. So I have it. Dearra sues Ken. So we're gonna start from the beginning of the relationship, y'all. Dearra wanted to pursue social media and do that, whatever it's saying. Ken was working at Home Depot, all right? Dearra created a YouTube channel for Ken and Dearra, DK4 as we know it, you know what I'm saying? Dearra added, so that was going good. They was doing content, making stuff, whatever the cause may be, and it was going good, right? As we know, DK4L. Dearra added her deals and sponsorships that she was getting on the side, you know, like, Fashion Over and things like that, into the DK4L account. They had a joint account, DK4L account. It was an LLC. So they had a joint account, whatever they put all the money into from the YouTube.
Right.
They was only making money from YouTube, not from like the other social medias, right?
Right.
Ken was cheating multiple amounts throughout the relationship.
Was.
So Ken cheated scandals. He was cheating with fans, and all type of other shit like that. Ken was cheating on her.
Yep.
After, you know,
right.
She was like, okay, Ken was cheating.
Right.
They decided to reconcile. She forgave him, whatever. They did counseling. Okay, after they did counseling, Ken ended up proposing. They got engaged. And after they got engaged, things really blew up even more for them. So to think that she was getting cheated on multiple times before they even got engaged is crazy. But that's not what this is. This is just strictly me giving y'all the tea. All right. Ken cheated. Okay. Ken cheated publicly, a.k.a. the viral video of him rubbing that girl's butt. He was rubbing that girl's butt, and that was kind of like one of the last straws for Dearra, seeing that online. It was public. It was embarrassing for her to be publicly humiliated like that, whatever the cause may be.
Right.
So Dearra's doing solo content on their joint page, whatever, and Ken's unhappy about it because Dearra's doing the content and still getting the views and still making money for the both of them.
He absolutely is upset at the fact that how in the hell are you still getting views by yourself, you little heifer you? Because this is DK4L channel, not Dearra. The nerve of you to continue to make us money and shit.
No, right, because it's a joint account, whatever the cause may be. So Ken doesn't like that she's still getting money, and he's like, she's still getting money, but it's his fault that he's not in the videos too, because he didn't want to be in the videos, because he wasn't agreeing with making videos with her. So Ken refuses to make content, and Ken was getting jealous of Dearra, of her, you know, making content without him, although they were still together, you know, on their joint channel.
Hell yeah.
May 2021, Ken gets caught cheating while Dearra is doing business out on business trip again. This was after the viral video, and this is when Ken was on live talking about girls' butts or whatnot.
Right.
So after he gets caught again on live,
right.
Ken asked Dearra to stay with him and blames the media for trying to twist it and turn it into what it was not, when exactly what it was.
Literally always blaming us. I know he over there pissed with me. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I want y'all to know something. Y'all got to stop shooting the messenger. Because the thing is, if nobody had access to your tea, we wouldn't be able to put sugar in it. All right? And that's the thing. Maybe you should just do right by people. I want y'all to know, and I'm going to repeat this again and again and again. I've been exposed before. I've been exposed before. Y'all need to know that because, A, my shit don't stink. B, if somebody try and expose some shit about me now, I'm going to let y'all know, believe them. Oh, baby, believe it. Okay? Because you're going to believe it anyway. And also, quite frankly, when shit hit the internet, it could be old, it could be new, it could be whatever. The only way you could get canceled is when you don't admit to doing your shit. Okay? That's when you get the feeling you know, all crazy with yourself and all that. And I did that shit for a while. I was out here looking crazy. But I decided, you know what? You right. I'm out. I done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So I had to own up to who I became, and here we are. But that helped me. So also, this is my job too. So it's never a diss when you just telling the truth. Y'all got to understand, journalism is a real thing. Now, although I'm a hood journalist, I'm going to talk about this tea. And it's not personal. I'm going to talk about this Tito one way or the other. Because if I wouldn't have said nothing, Shade Room would have got it. It's going to get talked about regardless. You know what I'm saying? So the messenger never really matters, bro. It's the fact that you out here doing, sit your ass down.
May 2021, Ken and Dearra break up. They split. Ken moved out and let Dearra keep everything and got his own place in his own car, whatever the cause may be, and did not want to help Dearra move out and nothing like that, whatever the case may be.
Right.
Ken tries collecting money from Dearra's personal deals. At this point, they like broke up and they were still like sharing the account.
Right.
So now I have Ken tries collecting money from Dearra's personal deals, aka stealing. He was trying to steal from her.
AKA stealing.
Joint account from her deals. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, they reach out to a lawyer. Dearra no longer wanted to be in business partners because they, you know what I'm saying? So they reached out to a lawyer because they could not agree. Got an attorney to split money. Dearra
not only to split money, y'all trying to figure out where the channel went. The channel had to get, I'm going to say dissolved because the nigga was stealing. Her video got 5 million views. Shout out to her. What I was saying. Damn, I forgot. Oh, yeah. The channel had to get dissolved because this nigga was stealing. So they could have continued making money. But you started stealing, they let it go.
Finished paying for Tesla.
And had to, because you tried it.
Finished paying for it and after split $40K down the middle from the bank returned. So the money, the liability money from the loan back from the bank, it would get 40 grand back. Dearra was going to finish paying off the Tesla and then...
Appreciate the sub a little bit.
Once the 40 grand came back from the bank, they would split it 20K and 20K, right? Mind you, the Tesla's in Ken's name at this time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So they agreed also with this attorney to leave the YouTube active and split the money that accumulates from the YouTube channel that they make together. So, you know, because everybody loved DK4, we were still going to watch them or whatever the cause may be, right? So they agreed to split the money. And they agreed to split the DK4L account. The money in the DK4L account, they agreed to split it with $220K, $220,000, $250,000 to Ken, and $250,000 going to Dearra because she made a little bit more money because of those deals and sponsorships, whatever. She was getting a little bit more. And they agreed to leave $80K in the account, the joint account, for staff and liabilities and bills or whatever the case may be, right? And along with that, they each kept their retirement accounts with $70K each. So that means that Ken was leaving this relationship with $310,000, over over $250,000. But in reality, it wasn't the $20K yet because they did not get that return from the bank yet. So it wasn't that $20K that he was supposed to get from the bank too. So he was leaving with $390. Wait.
Yeah, I think you off on that.
$290,000. Ken was leaving with that much. Yeah. So at this point, they're broke up. November 23rd, 2022. Dearra checked the joint account, the DK4L account, for bills and whatnot. Ken was sending himself lump sums of money. Stealing!
He was sending himself lump sums of money, claiming that he had to take care of his medical bills. Because for those that don't know, he was real sick at the time. Went out of town and got like a disease in his blood or something. It was crazy. However, that $290,000 you had already had, and plus that $40,000 you had stole. Hello, you could have absolutely worked some type of payment plan out with them people.
AKA, Ken was violating the agreement that they had with the attorney, and he blamed medical bills. Said he would pay it back. Ken said he would pay it back. Ken steals for over a year. At this point, Ken was stealing for over a year, y'all. Not only was he stealing for over a year from the joint account, right? Mind you, the channel was still up, right? Ken got the $40K back from that loan from the bank, and he did not give Dearra her $20K that they agreed to split. He kept the entire $40K. Oh my God! I did not think this is crazy because literally like a week ago I was talking about seeing him and his new girl. Off topic, sorry. Let me slide this in. And I was talking about how like maybe like he wasn't really a cheater. It was like they were separated and just putting on for the tube. No, he was cheating. That's crazy. That nice little smile. So after not giving Dearra her $20K that she was supposed to get out of that $40K, Ken tried justifying him keeping the entire $40K back from the bank with that while they were together, Dearra spent more money from the joint account. Basically.
That was a good way to explain that. Basically. But also, when he came out with what he had to say, he like, boom, we split even. That was it. But he didn't say like, I got paid from it. I gave you your $20K. He didn't say that at all. No, he just spent the $40K. I mean, not spent it, took it.
That just happened. Now we are all the way in December of 2022. Dearra hits up attorney because it was getting heated between the two of them. and they made a new agreement. And this new agreement, Ken keeps the $40K that he already stole. He already kept, and he admitted that he already spent it. And he
Probably
signs the car to Dearra, so Dearra gets to keep the car. And they agreed to delete the YouTube channel because Kim was stealing, and it was only benefiting him because Dearra wasn't taking the money out of that joint account because that was for bills and for their staff.
that was to end this whole situation. Let's keep this 80,000 in here, nigga. You could get the hell on. So can I. All our endeavors will be taken care of later, bitch. Okay, that's it.
And for liability stuff and taxes and stuff, no. Ken said, I'm gonna just take all the money, right? Because it would only benefit him. So then that's what they deleted the channel. They agreed to split proceeds from real estate 50-50. So now this is when the real estate getting split 50-50. They agreed to split it 50-50. I don't even think I'm gonna be able to fit this all in a 10-minute video. This is crazy. So before Ken was agreeing to pay that money back that he was stealing out of the joint account, sending himself lump sums, he had agreed to pay Dearra back, right? This was like they just came to that agreement that he pay it back. So at this point, right, in 2022, Ken failed to honor repaying Dearra for stealing from DK4 account, right? They had limited interactions in 2023. Now we were literally in a whole nother year. Mind you, Dearra's literally let you slide for fucking stealing. Okay, cool. September 2023, Dearra hired multiple accountants and multiple bankers and accountants to manage the account stuff for DK4L, right? They let Dearra and Ken know the tax liability, and Ken ignored them. So after they did all the paperwork, they let Ken know, you know, what he would have to pay for the tax liability, and Dearra and Ken ignored them, leaving Dearra to pay everything by herself, right? That's what he was basically doing, right? They never discussed other socials. It wasn't making money. So the Snapchat or whatever, the YouTube, the Instagram they may have had together, the Facebook they may have get together. They never discussed it because they were never making money from it. So that was just one of the things that they never discussed, right?
Right.
Dearra reactivated her old Snap, so it was probably under her type of email. Even though it says Dearra,
it was up under her name in general. She the one who created it first.
and it was under her email, so she reactivated.
As in, it was hers first.
That, and Ken turned the DK4L Facebook, which people were talking about, into his own personal and seized control of the joint email of DK4L. He changed the passwords and took it up.
Which means you took the couple's Facebook, not she took her own back. You took the couple's one. Is the point.
Over for himself. And yeah, he was violating the agreement. We're already at 10 minutes. Part 2. Oh my god.
Damn.
Together the Facebook they may have get.
Ladies use these.
Wow. I hate when that happens.
Dearra filed a lawsuit.
Like, why can't
So who's to blame for the DK4L? I'm literally.
Wait. Where's the part 1? You recorded all this yesterday? Oh.
If you love Dearra and Ken and you always want to know what happened with them, stay, keep watching. Yeah, so Dearra filed a lawsuit against Ken last night, December 31st, 2024. And I read the entire documents and I took notes. This is part 2. If you have not seen part 1, just go ahead.
This baby hop right on this.
Comments you can click. Go watch part 1. It's 8 minutes long. This is part 2. So where we left off was, and this is probably like the juiciest juice that I've ever juiced before. Literally. We started off with, Ken seized control over the DK4L email, which should have been shared, and he proceeded to change the joint Facebook, into a personal Facebook. And I feel like this was going against the agreement because it was a joint Facebook, whereas though with the Snapchat with Dearra, that was something that was under her own email. But actually, they never did discuss the social media, so honestly, I feel like it kind of is maybe low-key valid for him to change the what's the name. So we're done with this whole.
I disagree. I don't think it was valid for him to change the Facebook. I will say, would I have cared though? No. However, he said that this page was about to be about Ken Walker and not about nothing with couples, but he had the new girl on there. So here you are changing the DK4L account to Ken, but you got a new woman on there. That's not what the Snapchat was about. The Snapchat was originally created by Dearra for Dearra. So it was hers anyway. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that.
This whole paper, let's get on to paper number 2. So now we're in 2024, November 2024. Dearra had attorneys reach out to Ken in regards to paying the tax. Like we know in the last video I said where Ken literally was taking all the money out of the $80K that they left in the joint account for things like taxes and staffs and bills and stuff like that. They were supposed to he was taking the money. So and basically there was nothing left in it. So the attorney reached out to Ken about paying on the taxes that was coming up, and Ken responded with he couldn't afford to pay the taxes. So with that being done, Ken asked Dearra to pay the full taxes, and he agreed to sign a promissory, which is basically, to sum it up, the definition of that is a promissory is basically promising to repay an amount of money, and it's usually done like within payments. Now, Ken, that is so fucking embarrassing, but that's what it was. But then Ken stopped responding. He did not sign that, like he said.
Appreciate the sub.
He told the lawyer, okay, I'll sign that. He agreed to it, but he never actually signed. Oh, okay. Okay.
Don't say that.
So after ignoring them, mind you, this is in November 2024, literally just last year, Ken then reached out weeks later to Dearra to complain, December 2024, about Dearra reinactivating the Snapchat, and the money that she was potentially making from it.
Wait, I missed it. I need to be as excited as she is.
I love Dearra and Ken, and you always want to know what happened with them. Stay, keep watching. Yeah, so Dearra filed a lawsuit against Ken last night, December 31st, 2024, and
damn, I went
the
too
entire
far.
documents, and yeah, so Dearra filed a lawsuit against Ken last night.
What am I not?
Filed a lawsuit against Ken last
I'm going
night.
forward.
Dearra filed a lawsuit against Ken
Don't
last
piss me
night,
off.
December 31st. Whereas though with the Snapchat with Dearra, that was something that was under her own email. But actually, I said where Ken literally was taking all the money out of the $80K that they left in the joint account for things like taxes and staffs and bills and stuff like that. They're supposed to, like, you know, he was taking the money. So, and basically there was nothing left in it. So the attorney reached out to Ken about paying on the taxes that was coming up, and Ken responded with he couldn't afford to pay the taxes. So with that being done, Ken asked Dearra to pay the full taxes, and he agreed to sign a promissory, which is basically, to sum it up, the definition of that is a promissory is basically promising to repay an amount of money, and it's usually done like within payments. Now, Ken, that is so fucking embarrassing, but that's what it was. But
that's not embarrassing. If the man needed time to pay, he needed time to pay. I think that's okay.
But then Ken stopped responding.
That's it. See, that's my problem. That's okay. I think that like when you need time to do something, you need time to do something, especially if he's using the medical situation as him spending all the money, which I absolutely disagree. And I also feel as though he could have just asked.
I signed that, like he said. He said, he told the lawyer, okay, send that over, I'll sign that. He agreed to it, but he never actually signed. Oh, okay. Okay. So after ignoring them, mind you, this is in November 2024, literally just last year, Ken then reached out weeks later to Dearra to complain, December 2024, about Dearra reinactivating the Snapchat, and the money that she was potentially making from it. Are you serious? Ken, are you serious? Like, are you dead ass serious right now? Now, if you know, you know. That Snapchat.
No, this was meant for her to do. She did. This was funny.
I just seen a video of Clarence from Queenie Clarence saying that he's touched the most amount of money he's ever touched off Snapchat alone. Not including the Queenie
This
Clarence
definitely
channel.
meant a lot to her. And don't worry about that core video, because that shit is fine.
No.
Yeah.
Just off Snapchat by himself, he's touched the most amount. That's probably millions. So, of course, Dearra's probably making money. Now, I did notice on the Snapchat that, you know, it does say Dearra and Ken, but I'm pretty sure that Snapchat was made under Dearra's email, not the joint email for DK4L. So I think that it's actually fine that she reactivated it or whatever. And if I ever do go on Snapchat, I'm not gonna lie, the one thing I do watch is Dearra's Snap. So that's unfortunate for him, because I know she gets millions of views on that. That's crazy. All right,
damn.
Next. All right. So 2021 and 2022.
Y'all, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not about to sit here and act like I would not be pissed at Dearra making all that damn money. Now, we knew that was gonna happen. Well, I think Ken didn't know. I think he actually thought, like, you ain't gonna. I think a lot of them think that the women aren't gonna make it without them, but they don't understand that the women are. Yes, the women are the main consumers. They buy things, they watch things, and they do this on a consistent basis. They're not doing it for you though. They're doing it because of the woman. And when men learn, not men, because that ain't all relationships, but for the ones that it is, when y'all see that, I feel like they'll be able to understand it a little more, and you'll be able to get a little more out of the situation too.
Paid state taxes, right? Did not ask him for nothing. He just paid that, you know, even though he should be helping, right? All right.
Oh,
now,
my
September
God.
of 2024.
You just looked at me like
paid the IRS $11,000. Right, that was in September 2024.
We'll put the ads on.
She's supposed to be waiting for, like,
video.
obviously
Well,
Ken
okay.
to, you know what I'm saying, help pay, which is why she reached out to the attorney and asked about him paying it. You know what I'm saying? And she waited for Ken's promissory. She waited for Ken to sign that paperwork saying that he would pay her back if she paid
Promissory.
so that she could pay the rest, the remaining $11,000 balance on it. But it was never received. Ken never signed it. He never did whatever he was supposed to do. So now this is getting to the end of it. So really, all the juice, really go watch that first video. So then Ken is crying broke and says that he moved back in with his mom.
Y'all, I ain't talking about him moving back in with his mama. Y'all, why Mona Leo said that she gonna name her daughter Don Julia? Why? Why? Don Julia?
He's basically just trying to get out of.
Who chose us to be parents? Who chose us? I feel like the universe chose us. We didn't choose the universe. Son of girlfriend, Don Julia.
Paying the money back that he stole out of the joint account. And the money that he stole from the car too. He's trying to get out of that. He's trying to, you know what I'm saying? Oh, like, I don't have no money. Oh, no, Ken. You do have money, though. What, right? But Ken got $237,000 as Dearra. They both got $237,000.
This baby sitting here in her bonnet and that pink on with her cover very comfortably, like, looking like she is reading a book. Because she was. The Book of Ken! I love this for her. She took her notes and everything. I just want y'all to know I'm happy she got everything that she got from this. She got 20 with the people getting 19K likes on this video. Yeah. I'm happy for her. When I tell you this was intentional, you hear me? Like I wouldn't have never even did it like this. So I feel like this was a lot of homework. She wrote down her notes. She got comfortable. She watched my video. Hello. She even said my name. Thank you for my recognition. I will say, a lot of y'all aren't, but a lot of y'all are. And I'm grateful for it.
In 2023, which was just
Shade Room did. That's all that matters. Let's be very clear.
last year. For the
Anti-room.
How do you not have the money to help pay back? But just a year before, you got $237,000 on top of the other $290,000 that you walked away in the relationship with. That's over $500,000. So you're telling me in what 3 years span you just
What happened?
4 years span you just spent $500,000? You spent $500,000 in 4 years? Are you dead ass serious? Okay, anyways. So here's a summary as to why
I ain't gonna lie, it's easy to spend $500,000 in 4 years. It is in 6 months.
I'm gonna take screenshots of
Just ask me.
Lawsuit as a summary as to why Dearra is filing the lawsuit. So Kim's actions ruined DK4L by cheating multiple times. And yeah, pulling out the trusty iPad with the stuff that I wanted to read out. So
That baby even got the iPad.
You always want to know what happened with them. Stay, keep watching. Yeah. So Dearra filed a lawsuit against Kim last night.
I'm going all the way back. That's why, huh?
2020, based on trial, and she wants a jury. So Kim's actions ruined DK4L by cheating multiple times. Taylor, Dearra, the trusty iPad with the stuff that I wanted to read out. So because Walker breached the fiduciary duty to
Fiduciary, she knew how to say it.
Managing member Taylor,
I did not.
Dearra, based on whatever, Taylor is entitled to recover her damages in an amount to be determined at trial. Dearra wants to go to trial and she wants a jury. Literally, she does not care about coming to no agreement. She wants to take it straight to trial. Dearra is coming for your neck, but Dearra wants bread and she wants it now. You're done for. I just want you to know that.
Boy, you through.
But in no event less than $100,000. She wants nothing less than $100,000. That's crazy.
Nothing less.
Okay,
that motherfucker say at the least I need 100,000, but I settle out right now for 999. No, man, are you serious? What? I could have still been making revenue from DK4L, the vlog channel and the regular channel. Nigga.
Next, Walker
He probably could have had income for years.
That while he still had access to DK4L LLC
Dumb
business
shit.
account, and after he had already received his agreed upon share of profits, 220, based on an agreement the parties made when they just separated and stopped making new content, Walker willingly, secretly, and unlawfully took money from DK4L LLC's account for the purpose of covering his own personal living expenses, including but not limited to cars, a vast amount of club outings, luxury trips, high-end clothing, and jewelry. After the payout, Walker no longer had the right to take any ownership in the money remaining in the account. Oh, wow. This is embezzlement. This is fraud. This is theft. Like, you
understand that this could turn criminal if she want to be dirty. And what I'm trying to say is he could have been like, all right, I ain't gonna lie. I would have been like, yo, man, come on, bro. Don't thug me like this. Not like this.
Wow, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. Walker's use of the stolen money for his personal living expenses made it unlikely for DK4L LLC and Taylor to recover the money. Walker intentionally took the money from DK4L LLC's account with no intention to putting the money back. It's basically like at the end where they sum up everything, where like basically saying the reason why they're suing and all that. Walker's theft
put the
caused
ads on all
DK4L
of them,
LLC's
please.
account to be underfunded and caused plaintiff Dearra to have to use her personal money to cover the liabilities of DK4L. Walker's actions were the direct and proximate cause of DK4L and LLC's like basically demise, like their whole downfall of things, you know. Walker's theft and refusal to repay the money he stole and refusal to pay his share of DK4L's LLC's tax liabilities, despite multiple opportunities and
For those that don't know, I've got to upload about 7 videos right now, so almost done. Thank you for the help.
Period of time to pay caused her to file this lawsuit and incur unnecessary litigation expenses. So she was not going to even sue him or really care that much. She just wanted him to pay that little funky ass $11,000. If you would just pay the taxes, bitch, you would not have to be paying her over $100,000.
That's all I was trying to tell y'all. And all she wanted him to pay his half of the taxes. Not all the taxes, his half. Let's just think about this. Per the lawsuit, the nigga allegedly took $40,000. She like, keep it. The nigga was stealing for a year, allegedly. Per the lawsuit, keep it. Give me my $11,000 for these taxes. And after that, you can get the hell away from me. And he decided to come out and say, 40,000, we broke even. The other money, she said I could file it personally on my taxes. Well, that's for the money that you stole. Not the goddamn taxes that y'all actually owe. He missed it. But here we are.
That you get away with stealing $20,000 from her on top of $80,000. Are you dead ass serious right now?
Yeah. I'm talking about he dead ass
here.
serious.
Bad faith conducted forced Dearra to file this lawsuit. Dearra asked that the court award her attorney's fees and costs related to the litigation pursuit, whatever. Plaintiff Dearra demands a trial by jury on any and all issues triable by a jury. Oh, baby, she wants her money. Oh, she wants her money. And this is public record. Look at it. This is real documents. Yes, I was watching this girl's YouTube. She was reading it. I was reading it too. I took screenshots. She demands for jury trial. And yeah. And she prays that the court grants her relief.
And at the 100,000 at the least.
Another video talking about this, like how I feel about the situation. This is crazy. But yeah, that's the tea. Please go watch part 1. This is part 2. Dearra deadass filed a lawsuit against Ken. I just actually cannot believe it. And Ken, you're disgusting. Like, to think that this is what you've been doing. And I thought that, like, no, like he probably didn't even cheat. Oh wow. If you love Dearra and Ken and you always want to know what happened.
Damn, you thought that, friend? That's crazy word, because that was public. Well, y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. This was a really good video. Y'all, I am not the biggest Snapchat person. Quite frankly, I think it's gonna be gone anyway. He don't. I think so. I think we got $4 on it. What did I say? TikTok. I think we got $4 on the bet. Yep. So we shall see. If they do stay, it is what it is. I'll get on it seriously. If they don't, I told you so. But anyway, shout out to her. Y'all, I want y'all to know I'm not mad at anybody that uses, well, if you use my content and don't give me nothing, now, come on now. Let's be fair. But outside of that, I wouldn't have never got on TikTok and did this, and rightfully so. I think that this was a great video. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Shout out to her. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hey, yeah.